You have finally awoken. At last, I get to speak to the infamous knight of the Empire. It is such an honor to finally bask in your radiance. Oh, how foolish of me. Forgive me, my jokes are cruel, but they are hilarious. It has been 3 days since you initially came here. How was your rest? Did you rest enough? I will answer all of your questions shortly, but I do want to explain a few things. The reason why you are tied up at the moment was because, well, you struggled with my guards. And you put up quite a fight. One of them is critically injured and still in a coma. Oh, how could you do such a thing? They weren't going to hurt you. Not too badly, at least. So just to ensure that you don't struggle again, we tied you up. I do hope you understand. You are very important to me. And the last thing I want is for you to get more hurt. So for now, for my sake, and definitely for yours, please, be cooperative. Thank you. You are indeed very smart. Now then, it is time for me to explain on who I am and what I wish to accomplish. Very well. First and foremost, I am Mistress L. You will not address me as anything else. Do I make myself clear? Like I said before, my jokes are cruel. But no, I would greatly appreciate it if you called me by my preferred title. And my goal? Well, it is to see the Empire burn and fall to the ground before me. That is my goal. And I wish for you to be part of my journey. I need your skill in my army. Why, you may ask? Well, it is because I see reluctancy in you. And do you know how I know that? I can tell. You are not falling for the Empire's lies and fallacies. Their manipulation hasn't gotten a hold of you yet. And I need people like you. Former high ranks who were silenced by the Empire. Also, you are well built, handsome, skilled in many ways. So, you are a perfect candidate for my army. How lucky of you. I am personally inviting you myself. Isn't that an honor? Oh. You wish to get angry at me? Well, I can definitely understand why. Let me ask you this. Do you believe my goal will cost the lives of the citizens? The lives of your loved ones? You wish to protect them, don't you? Well, my intention is just the same. So there is no need to get angry with me. And you getting angry with me is a sign of disrespect. And well, I am a stickler when it comes down to respect, so I'm giving you a fair warning. I would highly recommend that you never speak to me like that ever again. Your anger is justified, but you don't know the truth. You are spitting at me over lies. You are holding on to the belief of the Empire. Do you believe they are good people? Let me bring light onto this. I am not going to war with the citizens of the Empire. I am merely going to war with those who are controlling it. The last people I would want to hurt are those who are innocent, those who were brainwashed, including yourself. But there is something different about you. Everyone is terrified of the Empire, except for you. You were willing to go against their ideals. You were even punished for it, were you not? Do you recall how the Empire treated you, and how they told you to keep quiet? How do I know this information? I was part of the royal family. You may not recognize me. I am the firstborn of the king himself. I was once known as Princess Iana of the Empire. You seem shocked. Well, I don't blame you. I wasn't brought out to the public because of my rebellious nature. My father considered me a disgrace and an embarrassment. A combo. How interesting. To be called such things by the man who is supposed to protect you from anything. No matter. He is no longer my father. The life of being a princess is over. And my mission to liberate the Empire has begun. Because of my past father, the Empire's citizens had to suffer in silence. No one could say anything. Because if nearby allies knew of the true intentions of the Empire, the corpses below the king's feet will grow in numbers. Knowing this a few years ago, I learned the truth of not only the Empire, but my father. I could not just stand there and not do anything. So I stood up to my father. It was either he gave up his throne to me, or I left the Empire. Merely minutes later, I was exiled from the Empire. They gave me a horse, some food, and 2 guards. The same 2 guards who dragged you in here. As you could tell, I was not a happy individual. So I took action. I began my crusade by going to neighboring allies and revealing the truth. Speaking of which, I don't believe I told you that yet. Then let me tell you. Then you will finally understand everything I mean. For one, the king is evidently corrupt. Anyone who believes anything against him gets punished or killed. For you, I recall, he liked you. He believed that you were a talented soldier and a valuable asset to the Empire. He spared your life, but not your mind. Another reason why I'm going against my former father is because he himself does not value human life. Do you see this? The scars? The veins? That is from my father's experimentation on his own child. He considered me weak. He considered me useless when I was born. 'Cause I was not strong enough. And I was the firstborn. The model for those to come. So he performed these blood transfusions on me. All these experiments just for me to have a little power. And I was not the only one experimented. Countless children was under my father's reign of terror. Do you recall all those missing children throughout the town? That was because my father took them in and experimented on them. All of them died. Well, of course, he had no use for them after he was done. So he merely killed them all. He knew that he could keep me quiet. So he kept me alive. What a stupid old man. He calls me an embarrassment for being rebellious, yet believes in me enough to stay quiet about such things. What a joke of a king. But as I was saying, throughout all of this, he portrayed himself to be the ideal ruler, a peaceful one, a kind one, a giving one, when in reality, he was the exact opposite. He would take away from those who couldn't even afford to give to themselves. But as soon as the spotlight is on him, he gives out to charity. And you know, this is not even half of what he's done. For the other parts, it is too gruesome to explain. And I do not wish for a certain someone to lose their monetization, so I will keep quiet for now. But later on in the road, you will finally understand the true reality of it all. Now do you understand? I am not going to war with the innocent civilians of the Empire. I am going against those who are controlling the strings, whom include my former family, and anyone else who has endorsed the king's behavior. What saddens me the most about this all is that my own mother, when I was withering in pain from the experiment, refused to comfort me. She believed that what I went through was necessary. She believed in that false man over her own child. So therefore, she is no longer my mother. She is an enemy to me. If I have to strike down my own blood, then so be it. I will do whatever it takes to accomplish my goal. Oh, no, I am fine. There is no need to worry about me. That look in your eyes, is that understanding I see? Finally, at last, someone who understands me. It has taken you too long. Did I seriously have to go on that angry rant for you to understand my motives? Perhaps, but still. This is why I need you. You know my father. My father trusted you with things, well, until you went against him. So you are going to help me. I have been told by a few little birds that you are very good at strategies. And it so happens to be that my army needs a tactician. So what do you say? Will you join my cause? Ugh. Your attitude needs work, but with a few exercises, we'll get it onto the right track. Now then, you must be wondering when you're gonna get untied. Not anytime soon. We just gotta make sure that you're trustworthy. So let's see. But in all honesty, I do welcome you to my army. You will finally learn how to become my equal. Let us see if you're up to the task.